set your hands a little more forward. Good, yeah. And then aim left a bit more. Yeah, weight forward. Kind of feel like you're out there. Good, yeah. Yeah, that was nice. Yeah. Here, I'll show you from this vantage point here. The big thing for me is getting that. I always feel like my center, like my chest is ahead of the golf ball.
Yeah.
While the face remains open a little bit.
Yep.
So then it just gives me that feeling of being able to tack down on it, right? Because we want it, like we do not want to be coming in level.
Yeah.
And catching.
That's when you get the
Skull City, right? That's chaos right there. So yeah, you can lay it as flat as you like, but just making sure you're there.
Yeah.
And like you said, hand speed. But also, I don't want too much of that feeling there.
Yeah, the
right?
flicking.
Even if you just practice like stopping at impact with speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty reliable way to hit a flop.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because the only time I ever really like feel like I'm really needing to use the hands is when it's like obviously like really tight lie and you're literally trying to flop it up like a foot.
Yeah,
like,
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
It's like you're going like not like that fast, obviously, but it's like kind of.
Yeah, the more you have to pick it, right? Or like especially bunker shots, like out of bunkers, I really like to feel a little more loose and let the hands kind of fly a little bit more.
For sure.
But you know, you can like if you look at guys like Steve Stricker or Jason Day.
Yeah.
You know, minimal wrist movement. That's pretty much the most reliable way to chip, right?
Yeah, that was exactly what you said not to do.
Well, you know, I like the setup and everything.
Good dip.
It was more just slow down a little bit and got a little long.
Yeah.
So I want you to think like short and fast.
Short and fast.
Yeah, that was nice.
There we go. Go in the hole.
Get in the hole. Really nice.
It's fun.
Try a few more. See that? And I think that goes for all your wedge shots, right? Like feeling like you almost
short and quick, almost.
Yeah, never get the club above your hip.
Yeah.
Keep the wrist angles a bit more solid.
Let's be a little fat.
Fat, yeah. Just get that weight a bit more forward.
Yeah.
So here, you take your setup, and I'll just.
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure.
Just a little more like that. There. Nice, good.
Then swing on my boots.
Try one a little lower. Let's just see a normal one.
Like a normal pitch?
Yeah, normal pitch. I think that same feeling of short and fast. That's pretty good.
So fat.
Looks like you have no trouble with those.
Yeah, though, especially the lie right now is pretty easy.
Yeah. Are there any lies that give you trouble?
Yeah, so right now it's more or less like a little bit uphill, like kind of when you're chipping like green side. You know, you got like even like right here off the right side, but like off the front side of number one. Okay. You know, like how it's got the big grade,
like the
really big grade.
Yeah.
So sometimes like when my ball's like kind of on that upslope a little bit, chipping uphill to the front pin.
Okay.
So like that gave me trouble the other day when I played here.
Was it just probably your contact, I'd imagine?
Yeah, like it's kind of like I'm getting slow and doing like that.
Yeah, just getting a little.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes back to your driver swing, right? Like getting a bit too loopy in the backswing.
Yeah.
Right, and I think another thing too. I'll just come on this side for a sec. You just want to make sure that you're really leveling yourself with a slope. I mean, obviously we're not on a slope here, but if I'm, generally you always want to be a little bit on your front side. So if you're going up a slope, I would say you actually don't want to be on your front side. You're just more level.
Yeah.
And I always feel like on those shots where I have to get it up over a raised edge, again, it's just to there.
Yeah.
And that feeling.
And just kind of like jamming it up the hill.
Yeah, and you can kind of see how short and fast, right? And just really not getting that. Because as soon as you get above your hip height for you, that's when you tend to slow down and try and time it up. Because if you go at a good speed and the swing is that long, you're probably going to send it right over the flag, right? So just that feeling there.
Yeah. So like within like this kind of range almost.
Yep. Yeah. And you know it's funny, like if we change, like I even noticed this when you change to get that feel of being more short and tighter, it doesn't look all that different, but to you it feels way different, right? Which is what I care about most.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly that. Give that a shot.
Yeah, and I really thought about it, like getting to my belt line and kind of just like that's where I'm losing it.
That's nice. Good, really good.
Oh, yeah, felt better.
I mean, it's hard to tell because you're not actually hitting the shot right now, but
yeah.
I think the simplest way to practice it too would be one-handed shots.
Yeah.
Right? Have you ever tried that before?
Sometimes. Do you do it with your lead or your...
I think you can do it with both,
yeah.
right? Like, it's harder to do, I find it's harder to do with the trail hand. It requires a little more strength.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that was pretty. Try with the trail hand.
Honestly, was not expecting that.
That was pretty nice. You know, the key with it again is not letting yourself extend the wrist up too much.
Try to generate speed with the wrist.
Keep it short and tight.